Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm too drunk to be streaming right now. There's a Darth Maul right here. Oh, he's 1 health. He's so low. Oh, please tell me we got him. Oh, we can't lose E. We can lose D, that's fine. But we can't lose E. If any clone team ever loses E, then they really, really suck ass at this video game. Oh man. I feel like this is the kind of video where when I'm running for president, people are gonna dig through my past and see this shit and get me fired for how embarrassing it is. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh, fuck. What's more embarrassing than my actual behavior is how low I am on the score list. But that's just because I joined a round early. Or, no, a round too late. Oh, fuck! I'm honestly embarrassed that I only have 19 kills. Grievous is cornered. He's backing the fuck up. Oh no, he's attacking me! Help! Watch out! Oh, that's a droid. He doesn't need to watch out. Grievous is his homie. I fucking killed someone with. I'm so good. I'm a literal god at this game to be able to even get any kills while drunk. Melee is different when drunk, because like you can go on autopilot and still do some cool ass shit. I feel like first-person shooters though, you need to have that reaction time to be able to do anything. And somehow I'm still amazing. Look at that! I looked away and I was like, yeah, I got that kill. I don't give a fuck. I don't even need to watch that kill because it's going to be on the highlight reel. Look at me and this other clone. This dude probably sober. Alright, we have A and E. I have no idea which one is A. Oh, wait, yeah, it's this one. That's probably, honestly, the easiest two to keep. Let's just sit right here and help capture for a second. Take a little break. You know what? I'm gonna have a shot while I'm sitting here. This is probably a bad idea. Oh, fuck, I don't know where my glass went. Alright, I'm just gonna drink straight out of the bottle. Man. That was a bad choice. You should not drink after you've already brushed your teeth. God, that tastes terrible. I'm already drunk enough. Alright, remind me to not drink anymore. Okay? Man, that mall suck ass. No, I suck ass. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, dude, I can be a clone commando? That's fucking nuts. Do you guys understand how nuts it is to play as a clone commando in 2019? Like, this is... Okay, I was thinking this earlier. My original thoughts on the clone commando were like, okay, this is the most unoriginal unit in the entire game. Like, think about it. Like, all their abilities someone else has already. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm so bad. All of their abilities, like, are basically rip-offs of other units. But just think about, like, in terms of the canon, in the story of this character, like, it's honestly so cool that they're still relevant. Because, like, their only canon appearance right now, as far as I know, is the Clone Wars episodes. Well, you got Clone Commando Gregor, and I guess he's in Rebels technically, so it's not just Clone Wars. It's the same player that was playing Maul earlier. Yeah, it was, because he suck ass. No, Clone Commando Gregor, and then Delta Squad appears in, like, a cameo in the Clone Wars. But the actual Clone Commando's story isn't canon anymore. So it's actually crazy that they have this much support and this much attention to be in this AAA title, the most popular Star Wars game, most popular current Star Wars game. Man, that took a lot of breath. I'm fucking exhausted after that sentence. If we lose this command post, we lose the game. Oh man. Okay, good. I thought I was not going to be able to spawn as a jet trooper. Fuck! Dude. Oh, you got me with that? Okay. The TL-50. I've been getting killed by the TL-50 a lot. I don't know what its deal is. Fuck. Let's see, is that grenade, is that a good grenade throw? Let's see where that lands. I didn't even see it land. It's probably bad. Probably a bad grenade throw. Oh no! Oh no! I got him! Where is he? Oh my god. Okay, someone else got him. Thank you. Jeez, I was really struggling there. I guess, okay. Being drunk and playing a video game really, really lets you know what is your actual, like, skill and what is... wait, that's a bad way to put it. Your mechanical skills, your muscle memory is gonna stay either way, as I found out by playing Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube while drunk. But in terms of other skills that are required for a first-person shooter, reaction time is ridiculously important. Decision-making, problem-solving. You gotta be able to point your cursor exactly where you think the enemy is gonna be, and you gotta be able to predict their behavior. It's very similar to Melee, but also different in other ways, because it's three-dimensional, and it's not just 1v1, it's 20v20 for fuck's sake. And then there's strategy, and there's tactics. There's so many levels. And being drunk playing a first-person shooter, I think is probably a lot worse than being drunk playing a fighting game. Because there's so many processes that just go right out the window.
Defend the ship. Give them everything we've got.
Honestly, I love doing that. I love just like throwing lasers out real early so people are afraid to even go that direction. They see that shit and they're like, ah, I ain't fucking with that. Sometimes. Oh man. Very often I accidentally hit my teammates. Dude, I love the A-Wings design. It's like a V-Wing and a TIE fighter fucked and had a baby. The Chancellor will not be pleased by this motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. Honestly, people don't push far enough out. Like, just because it's out of bounds, you get 10 whole last seconds where the team doesn't expect you to be where you're gonna be, you are gonna do some shit. Well, I guess 5 seconds to get in, 5 seconds to get out. But, like, still, that is a shitload of time for most games. I feel like in Battlefront, no one expects you to be behind enemy lines. Like, ever. Oh, there's Maul. I don't even know what fucking damage boost, damage reduction he had, because Maul doesn't have any. Maybe he has some star cars that do that. I don't know. I got fucked. Oh no, they're going up the stairs. Okay, whoever controls the bridge controls this phase. Alright, that guy fucked off on his own accord, which is fine. So we can kill his ass. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left, dude. We spent 3 minutes. Man, this is a pretty good defense, actually. If you can hold them for more than like 2 minutes, I think in the first phase, you've had very real success on defense on your capital ship. Someone, I saw a comment a long time ago, I don't know if it was on Twitter or YouTube or what, but suggested the idea of galactic assault on a capital ship. And I've been thinking about that today. Because, like, I don't know, it could just be a regular map. Like, this map is already huge, and you don't really get to explore a whole lot of it in this game mode, because I don't know. Once you're through these doors, it's basically just a rush to the end point. But there are several locations within each capital ship that could stand as like a checkpoint for some sort of objective in a galactic assault map. Right? Right? Oh no, enemy locking! Oh no! I fucking hate. Okay, wait till he's done. Oh shit. They're all over the place. Yo, I got a viewer. Hell yeah. Okay, to the viewer out there, not gonna lie, I'm a little tipsy right now. And it might have not been the greatest decision to start streaming at this time and in this condition. But I'm having a hella good time. And if you want to talk, I'm gonna pull up the stream on my phone. Oh shit, I'm getting killed. So we can interact through the comment section. So just give me a second. I'm only playing with my left hand right now. It's pretty badass. Honestly, probably still better than most of these motherfuckers. But, how am I still alive? Oh, it's an overtime. Shit. What am I doing? I thought we'd already won. I'm gonna punch this bitch. Get the fuck out. Now I'm gonna, okay, search up on YouTube. Varsity. No, I can just switch to my other channel. What am I doing? I own this channel. I'm not logged in on my phone for Varsity Scooter. Shit. Where am I? Here we go. Alright, I'm live. One watching. Chat, where you at? Chat public as Brian Christiansen. Hey! Alright, yeah. Okay, I got my own comment. Congratulations. Oh, they got through? Fuck, it's because I wasn't playing. Shit! Oh no! What's going on? They're already... We were so close to holding them there. I'm going in. Oh, fuck! Shit. Alright, let's try again. Wait, what if we just actually got to the objective? Look, they're taking damage! Okay, I'm gonna get salty for a second, because I am so mad at all these people that stay behind right here, instead of just, like, bum rushing our own objective. Because look at this, there's probably one droideka that's right over there that just destroyed a whole ass objective point on his own and was able to spawn his old... Oh fuck, no, it's not just one droideka, the whole team is taking it. We've lost. It's we're done for. Yo, if you're in the chat, send me a hot comment so we can interact. 9 seconds left. Let's see if they can actually cap this. Fuck, dude. Did they destroy the second one? 3, 2, 1! Oh, they got it with 2 seconds left. Congratulations to them. Damn. You're luckily Varsity Scooter was incapacitated. 53 kills? I'm fucking impressed as hell that I got 53 kills. Well, this intoxicated at midnight on a Wednesday. Man. I am the best player to ever touch this game. Oh, dude, we got a 91st Legion trooper that got first place. That's what I'm fucking talking about. I love the skins that have helmet variations. 91st Battalion. That's actually my my banner in YouTube. Is we got 4 91st Battalion troopers on that. That's actually kind of badass. 91st Battalion is sick. I really love the 212th Airborne Troopers. They're paratroopers or whatever. Yo. Oh man, I just got invited to be someone's roommate. That's cool. I feel so special. But I already have really good roommates that I like. Man, this is tough. Let's talk through this. Send me a chat. Dude, I got 3 followers right now. 3 people watching. Y'all are going to see some of the worst gameplay you've ever seen in your life. But it's going to be a fucking good time. Because I'm a little... I wouldn't just say a little. I'm pretty tipsy. And if someone tells me to give me a shot right now... Hey, Paris... Giwala. Hey, how's it hanging? No, I'm not going to take another shot right now. Unless someone tells me to, then I will. I think I'm already sufficiently drunk to actually have a good time right now. Sometimes this game makes me super mad. Last night I was fuming in HVV. Oh man, it's very good that I wasn't streaming then. Because then you would have just gotten all the bad stuff. Good, alright. Yeah, I don't know. What do you want to... If you want to talk about anything, literally, I have no inhibitions right now. So I'm ready to just chat and hang out and have a good time. If you want to see me play another game mode, I'm down for some maybe Ewok hunt. Because that never gets played. We need 2 more players. If you have a PS4, hop on. Why does it say I have 53 eliminations? Didn't we just change... I'm a little confused right now. You like the new update? I love co-op and instant action. Yes, okay. Co-op is absolutely sick. It might be one of the best game modes, one of the most appropriate game modes for the mechanics of this game. Because it's all squad focused, right? If you were allowed to communicate verbally through the mic with your squad members, I would probably easily say it's the best game mode in the game. But if you have your friends, you're just having a good time. 4 clone commandos just like fucking shit up on Geonosis. Like, it's the best time. Co-op is super cool. I haven't played a whole lot of instant action, which I am very surprised that I haven't had the impulse to do that. Because I am a huge classic Battlefront fan. Instant action was my shit. I still play it for hours on end. I love instant action. I don't mind playing against AI at all. But I think the reason I haven't touched it very much in this update, in this game, is because it's it's very limited. There's not as many maps, like 5, right? 5 Clone Wars maps that you play in instant action. And it's like basically capital supremacy, but a little less fun because it's not real players. It's just AI. Yeah. I don't know. Instant action is a great idea. I'm glad they have it in this game, and I hope people are really enjoying it. But I just haven't really touched it much. If I want to play instant action, I'll just play classic Battlefront 2, because there's, with mods, so many maps and so much variation and so much control and freedom that I never get bored. I could get bored playing instant action in this game. I'm gonna quit out because people just keep on dropping. Yeah, okay. Adding Ahsoka and Ventress. Gosh, if things hadn't gone so poorly at launch, I'm confident they would have been in the game like 6 months ago. And it would be sick. I love both of those characters, but I don't think it's going to happen anymore, unfortunately. I don't think Clone Wars is going to get any more attention. I'm going to play co-op, because it got me thinking about it. Yeah, Ahsoka and Ventress would be great matches for each other, especially because stylistically they balance each other out with the dual-handed lightsabers. They could have parallel force abilities and stuff. They're just set up so great to be each other's parallel in the Clone Wars that they would be perfect in a video game. I feel like this game has a lot of potential, but EA isn't pushing the limits. Yes. I think the actual developers that are working on the game have been pushing their limits, because they have a lot of other projects to work on too, as far as I know, as far as I understand. But EA as a company hasn't invested. Oh no, I don't want to play Officer. EA as a company hasn't invested enough in Battlefronts to really to really meet all the demands of this massive diverse fan base. There we go, I got a kill. Yeah, I mean, if the original team... Oh, there's a headshot no scope. If the launch hadn't gone so bad, if they had just taken a little bit more feedback during the open beta and realized how terrible loot boxes were going to be and how poorly received that business model was, then they could have retained most of their staff, and they would have enough manpower to have delivered the Clone Wars season by February of 2019, and now they could be delivering all these game modes, but for the original trilogy as well. And then by December, they could be delivering just a shitload of sequel trilogy content, which they're planning on doing, but this game has so much potential, and I know everyone working on it loves Star Wars and loves the fans and are very true to the purpose of the game, but it's just such a tragic story that they had to reduce their resources in order to just make deadlines. Can't wait for episode 9 for sequel trilogy content, because I am I'm kind of losing my shit about episode 9. I'm like so conflicted on it, because I love episode 8 and I don't know, I'm a big Disney Star Wars fan. I love all the major decisions that they've made, and maybe not all of them, but for the most part, like, I think they've approached this with a lot of wisdom, and they really are trying to appease the fan base more than anyone else, more than just the casual fan. They're not just trying to make money. It's not this cash cow that everyone was saying they were going to be. There's actually a lot of depth in episode 8, and then a lot of the other content that they put out. And I just hope they don't revert in episode 9 to what the more negative critics have been saying. But yeah, as far as this game and episode 9 content goes, like, I just can't wait to see where it goes. The Knights of Ren, they just look so cool, and if even one of them was in the game, I don't know if that exactly would happen, because if one of them would be in the game, then you'd have to put all of them in the game, I think. Farm Luke appearance. Yeah, oh, that's this Friday? I'm totally unaware of what day it is in the month. But if that's this Friday, then that's crazy. Yeah, Farm Luke appearance, that's gonna be sweet. And the Maul in emote of Kenobi. People are excited about that. It has a surprising amount of support. More appearance for others. I definitely agree. Appearances are that's what's going to make them money, and that's what's going to allow them to keep on a lot of staff. Like, if they had approached that business model from the beginning, then maybe they wouldn't be in this bad situation where they can only put out huge drops of content every like 3 months. Hoodie Dark Maul, yeah. Maul could have some sick appearances. I think Maul has the most potential for any character for just badassery in Star Wars, period. That's a pretty easy statement to make. I think most people can agree on that. Hooded Maul would be great, like cybernetic Maul with the, you know, the legs, the way he looked in Rogue One, or in Solo. That could be pretty popular. Like, I know there's a lot of Solo stans out there. I'm not the only one. I know on Twitter there's a lot of people that really like that movie. I think it's super underrated, and I would love to see that appearance. And I can't wait to see what they do with that storyline if that happens. I know it'll happen eventually. Like, I know they're just now continuing storylines that have been set up a decade ago. So, I mean, eventually they would continue the Solo storylines. But I just hope it happens soon, because I love that shit and I want to see more of it. Obi-Wan from when he faced Darth Maul. Yeah, in Rebels. Yeah. I'd love an Alec Guinness version of Obi-Wan in this game. It might be a little anachronistic. I don't know if I even said that word right. Anachronistic. Basically, it just means well, when it was invented when Shakespeare would reference clocks in story that took place thousands of years before clocks were invented. Basically, anachronistic means out of its time place. So, Obi-Wan, I feel like his power kind of diminishes by the time of A New Hope, but I would also, you know, not mind seeing just a skin making reference to that. That would be sick to see. I definitely agree. Boom, shakalaka. Oh, I didn't get him. We got a Dooku. And a Jordica. Alright. Who's your favorite hero or villain or both? In this game, a favorite hero, I usually play as either Luke or Rey because they're the most aggressive heroes. Well, in Heroes versus Villains, I almost exclusively play as lightsaber heroes because I think that's the only thing that makes the main thing that makes this game unique is the lightsaber heroes and villains. Yoda's right over here. So yeah, usually Luke or Rey because they're most aggressive, and that's how I like to play. I like to swing a lot. That's because of my background as a competitive Super Smash Bros. Melee player. I like throwing out a lot of moves. And a villain, definitely Dooku, because Dooku is also the most aggressive, and he has the best movement. He's got 3 dashes, which makes him just a step above everyone. He can get behind anyone and just counter him. Same, awesome. But as far as the Star Wars story goes, Dooku is by far my favorite character. Dooku is the grandfather of all Star Wars philosophy. I've given this speech to my roommates a lot of times because I'm showing them Star Wars for the first time. But Dooku is my favorite character because he is the one to boldly stand against the Jedi. This happened, well, outside of Attack of the Clones, you don't really see much of his depth in Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith, but his backstory, all about the reasons why the Jedi were not wrong, but incomplete. Not evil, but not totally good. Dooku illustrates all of those principles, and he teaches those to Qui-Gon, and that's why Qui-Gon wasn't made a master, is because he held true to the Force and what the Force willed of him, and what Dooku taught him. Of course, Dooku eventually falls to the dark side, but that's a separate issue from his leaving the Jedi Order, as illustrated in the most recent Dooku novel. But Dooku, he teaches Qui-Gon, who teaches Obi-Wan, who teaches Luke, who teaches Rey, that the Jedi were not the heroes that the galaxy needed them to be. And what the galaxy needs is a unbiased hero to lead them into... Oh man, I'm the only one in the group. What the galaxy needs is someone like Rey, who's just pure and loving and compassionate, to teach them how the Force can help the common folk, what the common good is for the galaxy. And that wasn't going to happen by the word of the Jedi or by the law and doctrine of the Jedi. Count Dooku is powerful. He is, because he's vindicated. He's weakened by his deception of the Sith, and that's Palpatine's strength, is his ability to... I'm going to play some Blast. It's my favorite game mode. Palpatine's ability to manipulate people and to lie to you and promise power, but only, give suffering in return. And it's such a tragic story that's going to get wrapped up in Episode 9. But Palpatine's charisma and his goading was almost enough to even trick Luke, to seduce Luke, who is, at the time, who was, just super innocent. He's this classic, very 70s style hero. He's just really cheesy and just so innocent, and he's this little farm boy who's totally in over his head. And Palpatine is this close to seducing him, but he sees the good in his father and the capacity for good in the galaxy, and he chooses to throw his lightsaber down and say, no, I am a Jedi like my father before me. There are 2 stormtroopers right there. Oh, fuck, 3! Oh, shit! I'm dead. Okay, Anakin is a monster, though. They should have had Mace Windu. Shit, we lost that quick? I'm really that bad, huh? Mace Windu, I got a lot to think about him. Because he and Yoda are mostly at fault for Anakin's downfall. And Mace Windu in a game like this, I'm not sure his, well, he doesn't really show much in the movies or shows how his gameplay could be unique. And his personality, I think he's the worst of the Jedi, which is hard to say because like so many people love him and he's a cool character. A purple lightsaber, badass, right? And he kills Jango Fett, who is a notorious Jedi killer. Like, you can't really beat that. Mace Windu is cool as hell in every appearance he makes, but it's his decision, you know, no, he will not betray. That's what he says in The Phantom Menace. And no, you're not to be a master. His distrust in Anakin that really pushes him over the edge. More of like Obi-Wan style and Luke Skywalker. Yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on what his abilities could be? I know in Classic Battlefront 2, I don't know if you've played that. Yeah, let me know if you've played Classic Battlefront 2, because I make a lot of allusions to that. He was unique in his air attack. He would slam the ground with his lightsaber, and it would create this spider web, kind of shatter. That was kind of cool. That's something that would be cool to see in this game. Oh, sweet. Yeah, okay. If you played Classic Battlefront 2, then we have a lot to talk about. Mace Windu, yeah, all the characters in that game had very similar abilities. That's one thing I think this game does much better, is every character has a lot of uniqueness. Oh, sweet. I wasn't expecting this map at all. Yeah, Mace Windu in this game, DICE has been very creative in their hero abilities. I'm just not sure Mace Windu has the most merit as a character to really give unique gameplay for this game. Oh yeah, PC and mods? Sweet. I love watching mod videos. I don't have a whole lot of mods. Mostly I play on the Battlefront 2 conversion pack that has all the Battlefront 1 maps. Oh, there's an AFK. Oh, he's not AFK, okay. All the Battlefront 1 maps and a couple of like Knights of the Old Republic stuff. And stuff. So I haven't gotten like too complicated with it. But I don't know. I love that game. And if I had other people to play it with all the time, I'd probably play it all the time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the conversion pack is probably the most common mod. Most people that play the game at this point in its lifetime probably have that mod by now. Oh, I'm gonna sneak up on this motherfucker. That's probably the only way I'm gonna get kills right now. So I am not winning these 1v1s.
They've taken the advantage.
Oh, hell yeah! That was a sick-ass headshot. Oh god, there's so many of them. I wish they'd bring online servers with Battlefront 2 original for consoles. Oh yeah, so do you, if you have mods, you probably play on PC, but for the consoles, that's really hard to do. Like, I don't think anyone plays on... I have it on PS2, and I've played it recently, and it's just so much harder to play than PC. Just the graphics are so much worse, and the mechanics are so much clunkier. It's just better all around on computer. That I really don't think it's very worth investing much more in. on console. Like, I don't know, but PS2, that was, I don't know. Some of my best childhood memories are playing Battlefront 2 on PS2 with my best friend. It's like every summer we'd have flavor blasted goldfish and Capri Sun and Battlefront 2. That was our summers. And I wouldn't trade those memories for anything. But anybody who still plays the game like semi-seriously now is most likely a PC player. Which, honestly, like, it's amazing that I don't know exactly who is responsible, but that there are servers for it now. That you can play online without any mods or hacks or anything. It's actually like a really cool move by Lucasfilm to allow that. To recognize that there still is a dedicated fan base for this game, and just to invest money on servicing them, even though they're not getting anything in return, really. Have hero fights with friend makes funny Star Wars noise. Yeah, hero battles. It is really cool to play that heroes versus villains mode on maps other than Mos Eisley. That is probably one of my favorite things about those mods. Is the amount of maps available for each game mode. Oh man, how am I still first? I'm playing so bad. It's 4v6 right now. Oof. Was there only one DLC for the original Battlefront 2? Yeah, and it was only for the Xbox. And that had Coyote Mundi and I think Asajj Ventress. I think it was based on the original Clone Wars series, the two-dimensional animation Clone Wars series. I think the DLC was based on that. I think it was just those two characters and maybe one or two maps. But it was only on Xbox. Those were eventually added to the PC version, so I have played them, and they're pretty cool. Coyote Moody is a cool character, as is Asajj Ventress. Yeah, it's fun. I had it on PS2, so I didn't get to ever play the DLC. I never even played like online multiplayer in that game on PS2. It's only been on PC that I've really experienced the community. Ah! Okay, thank you. If I had not killed that guy, I would have felt very bad about myself. Ah, man. Yeah, Coyote Mooney's force bubble ability. That was something that was really unique. Especially because like, you don't even really see that in the Clone Wars. I don't think that's even in the 2D animation series. Man, that guy is really good for evading that rocket, because I thought that was going to hit him. I'm not sure, was it Asajj Ventress that is the villain hero? That is the counterpart to Coyote Mundi? Because I know she was like the main new thing introduced for the Clone Wars series. Her and General Grievous, they were really the big attractions of the dark side for that Clone Wars series. It's kind of unfortunate that, like, got him. That's the extent to which that game got. Like, if that game had been remade in 2019, they could do so much cool stuff with it. Original Battlefront 2 brought a lot of content that was great, and the gameplay with bots felt like an actual Star Wars moment. Yeah, it felt really large scale. And I think what the trick was was the amount of freedom that you get as a player in that game. That's something that DICE has yet to replicate perfectly, is the sense of freedom from the original Battlefronts. So like, Okay, in Capital Supremacy, it's the closest they really get. Yo.
Last call.
Okay, sure.
I was very nervous to open
I'm
the
streaming
door.
right now, actually.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you're good. Sorry, it's my roommate.
Let's go, Brian.
Hell yeah. We're winning somehow.
Keep winning, homie.
Okay. What was I talking about? Original Battlefront 2 brought a lot of content that was great in the gameplay with bots. Oh yeah. I was talking about Capital Supremacy and how that's the closest they've gotten to replicating that freedom. Am I talking too loud, Eddie?
You're definitely of medium volume.
Okay.
As long as your neighbor doesn't.
As
Like, you're not bothering us on the other side.
okay. All right. I'll try to talk a little softer. So Ziggy's here. I know they've.
But Ziggy told us multiple times that Fox fans.
That tunes everything out. Okay. All right.
That's Ziggy.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Anyways, sorry. Yeah. That this Battlefront, it doesn't totally fail, but I don't think the DICE developers truly understand what made Battlefront memorable, which is just the unprecedented freedom of a Star Wars game. Like, you could be... Oof, that guy almost got me. You could be just a regular soldier, but you could still be a hero because the mechanics of the game allowed you to do so. Ooh, got him. So, I don't know, just regular conquest mode, right? You can be 5 different regular classes, and there's 2 special classes, and you go to whichever command post you want, and you can spawn on that command post. They're not pushing it, and they're stopping with the Clone Wars content. Oh, you mean how has DICE replicated that? Well, okay, Capital Supremacy, they've explicitly stated, was their attempt to replicate that vibe, replicate that ambiance of, there's this massive Star Wars world, and I am just a regular soldier, but I can make a difference, and I can be a hero. And with Capital Supremacy, it obviously, the ground phase is very similar, not exactly the same as, but very similar to Conquest because of the command post spawn system and the non-linear design of the maps and of the game mode. Once you get on the capital ship, it's much more like a DICE typical map. But the ground phase is really the closest modern thing we've gotten to the classic Battlefront format. Yeah. Which, it's not perfect. I would say that it is much more linear in some aspects than classic Battle. Did I seriously kill that guy? Holy fuck, I'm a god at this game. Unless that was my teammate that got him. No, this iteration is close enough to the classics that I can really enjoy it. But there is still something more. It's always been like, oh, if only there was one little change they would make, then it would be perfect. It's so close to being perfect that it's pretty sad. Let's get this. Oh, hell yeah, we got him. After this game, I have to go to the bathroom. I cannot believe we're winning, especially because it's only 4-6 and I'm super drunk. Man, did Eddie really come in here just to ask for more alcohol? That's fucking funny. Man, I love my roommates. They're also, like, individual. Like, something I love about humanity is just, like, how various our personalities can be. But anyways, I'm getting a little too deep, a little too philosophical. What this game really does well is the graphics, yeah. I feel like the graphics play a role in making the gameplay even better and more enjoyable. Like, here's how heroes work in this game. Yeah, so obviously their main goal when designing this game was to make it an authentic Star Wars experience. And graphics are a big part of that. Their photometry, whatever, taking pictures of the actual props made a major part of that. Sorry, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back real quick. All right. Okay, I'm back. Blast, I think, is a little too intense for me right now. Let's do something that I'm going to be carried by my teammates in. Okay. What the game does really well is the graphics. Plays a role in making the gameplay better and enjoyable. Yeah, I think for most people that like watch the movies and want an in-movie experience, Battlefront is a perfect game for them. Or EA Battlefront is a perfect game for them. It's a very cinematic thing with all the cutscenes and the dialogue, the actors that they chose all the Clone Wars era actors, or the Clone Wars series actors, and how the heroes work in this game. It's taken them a long time, but I think they finally reached a point where the lightsaber combat is comfortable. So yes, I agree with that now, but for most of the duration of this game, I have not super enjoyed Heroes vs. Villains. I'm sure they will eventually get back into adding more Clone Wars content. Hopefully. Yeah, maybe after Episode 9 content, they'll get back to that. Because I know this is the biggest gaming fan base are all Clone Wars fans. It's a fact of age demographics. People that play video games now were children when the prequel trilogy was being released, and that's a simple fact. And others, I love co-op is probably the best update they brought, and others like Felucia. Yeah, Wookiees are annoying. I hate fighting against Wookiees. They've been appropriately nerfed, I think, but for a while they were my least favorite part about this game. Yeah, planets like Felucia. Felucia was a weird choice for them. Like it's. Oh, I have not even played on this map yet. So this is cool.
Lightning, and anything else you can name your enemies with.
I feel the light in you.
I love all those Revenge of the Sith planets that they introduced. Their world building was a unique. I don't know. That's something you don't really see a whole lot. The art design by Ralph McQuarrie is just gorgeous, and seeing more of that in this game is welcomed. My favorite planet from that scene is Megiddo by far. I love Megiddo. I love that map in Classic Battlefront 2, and I think it would make a great appearance in this game. It's better than nothing, and it does bring that Clone Wars moment. Yeah. I know there are a lot of Clone Wars fans that aren't super pleased by the film content that they've been receiving, so appeasing them through games is a valiant effort. Because I know Disney wants to please everybody, not just because they want to make money, but because they want accord and they want harmony in the fan base. So I think I'm confident that they will provide Clone Wars fans with content that suits their desires. But it's just difficult. It's a lot more difficult than it sounds, even with a multi-billion-dollar company. There's a lot of politics involved and so many implications for whatever the next movie they're gonna make. There's just too much to consider to say that it's just because they're lazy. I definitely don't think they're lazy in any sense of the word. I know they want... they're not trying to destroy the fans base or... Hell yeah. I don't know. I have a lot of faith in Disney, and I think if Disney had never bought Star Wars, things would be a lot worse than they are. We would either be receiving a lot less content or a lot poorer content. How is he still alive? What the fuck? What ability does he have to prevent him from taking any damage like that? What? I've never seen anything like that in this game. Maybe they buffed him in the last update. I don't know. I heard a lot want the map Coruscant from original Battlefront 2. From original Battlefront 2, I don't remember a Coruscant map. I know there was a space battle above Coruscant map in the campaign that was eventually modded into a multiplayer map. Glitch. Okay. Yeah, I know there are mod maps of Coruscant. I haven't played any of the ground battles of Coruscant.
You will not die well.
In Classic Battlefront 2. I have played the space map though, and I loved it. I love having all those capital ships. That large scale is one of my favorite things about Star Wars, and it's encapsulated perfectly in those multiplayer maps.
You are nothing.
Oh no, Luke! Oh shoot! He got me.
Body Count Dooku is on a royal rampage. That Jedi is skywalking over the competition.
Sorry, I was a little distracted. My roommates are on the group chat. But I don't know. I love Coruscant. It would be like technologically very difficult to implement in this game because they have such a high quality standard for graphics. I think using the graphics that they have currently, but with Coruscant, like with so many buildings and so many ships, so much ambiance, I think that'd be a little too much for this game to handle. So I don't think it's going to happen for this Battlefront 2. But maybe in future Battlefront games we could see Coruscant. In fact, what I would like to see is a Battlefront game that's just only focused on the Clone Wars. You could call it Star Wars Battlefront Conquest. and it would only have Clone Wars content, and it would really focus on the scale that the classic Battlefront 2 tried to achieve, but couldn't because of technological limitations. I think they will add Endor, Luke Skywalker. That would be nice. You mean with like the camouflage cloak, kind of like Leia's skin? Yeah, that would be cool. I think they have appeased the need for Return of the Jedi content. His default skin is from Return of the Jedi.
The force is strong.
But yeah, that'd be cool to see. I'm sure there's a mod of it already because Leia's skin already exists. It's really easy to just map that onto Luke. How about the fire planet where... Oh, Mustafar. Yeah, I definitely would have preferred that over Felucia. I don't know how hard that would have been for DICE to make that happen, but it would have been very cool to see. Unfortunately, well, like, thing is, the only conflict that takes place there is just Anakin versus Obi-Wan, or Anakin versus the Separatists. Like, there's no major Clone Wars battle that takes place there, so it's harder for DICE to justify its existence in the Battlefront 2 universe. Because everything they do has to be approved by Disney. It basically has to be canon for them to include it. So having Separatist battle clones on Mustafar would add something completely different to the Star Wars canon than we've ever seen, and I'm not sure Disney would approve of that. It's kind of dumb how much politics are involved in this game, or in Star Wars in general. But I also can appreciate how they've really tried to keep everything consistent and authentic to the visions of the films.
I'll stop Vader. You handle the rest.
Man, I really liked that event where there were only lightsaber heroes because I really just want to do lightsaber duels. Lightsaber duels are the main thing that makes this game unique from other games. Of course, it is special in a lot of other ways, but lightsaber duels and the characters, the heroes and villains that you see in the movies, are something that you don't get in any other 2019 video game. So I would love a focus on lightsaber duels, and I'd love a 1v1 mode that is just lightsaber heroes to be added into this Battlefront. What map would you like to see most to be added into this Battlefront? Ooh, that's kind of a hard question. The one I would want most, honestly, I do want the Coruscant. I love Coruscant. I think it's a beautiful location. But realistically, I would never expect it to be in this game. As far as what I want and would expect DICE to be capable of performing for this game, probably. That's actually hard to say. I almost said Megiddo because it's my favorite map in classic Battlefront 2. But Mustafar is also awesome. Megiddo or Mustafar? It's kind of a hard choice because both of their ambiances are really unique. It's actually a really close game. Let's see, what other maps in the original trilogy? I don't know, there's not a whole lot of the original trilogy that I would care to see in this game, because it's all very organic. It's very Earth-based in design. George Lucas wanted it to be very relatable and to be something that you can experience on Earth as far as locations go. So there's not much, that you wouldn't see in any other video game. But as far as prequel trilogy goes, we've already seen most of the, Naboo, Tatooine, but the Clone Wars era planets. I love,
You know what to do.
shit, what is that? Umbara. Okay. Umbara is probably my favorite arc in the Clone Wars. Umbara and Morbus. But Umbara as a location, I think has a lot of visual value that makes it unique to a lot of other maps. So yeah, I would say Umbara. Final answer. Are you a Clone Wars fan? I'll just stand here and block Anakin while Vader attacks him. That's fine. How about Scarif? Yeah, Scarif is beautiful. I didn't play a lot of original Battlefront, or of EA's Battlefront 1, because I didn't have a PlayStation 4 at the time. The only times I got to play it was when my roommate had an Xbox One, and he wasn't using it, and I was home and not busy. So I didn't get to play a whole lot of it. But the Battle of Scarif is very deep. It mimics the Battle of Endor in the layers that it has. There's, the space battle, there's the ground battle, and there's the character battle between Jyn and Krennic that mirrors, Anakin versus Vader. And it mirrors the space battle above Endor, and it mirrors the ground battle of Endor. And Endor's my favorite battle by far of all the Star Wars series, and Scarif replicated that pretty well. And Battlefront replicates that very well. So I think Scarif would be a great choice for original content, for original trilogy content. Yeah, there really is a massive pool of content that could be added to this game. Star Wars is one of the most diverse and vast universes ever created. And there are just so many options. Even within the original trilogy era, there's so much content with the comics, and with the extended universe, with Legends books and comics and everything. There's an unlimited resource of planets that they could pull from for this game. So much potential. Which era would I like to see content from? Honestly, because I'm so excited for Episode 9, I just want to see Episode 9 content right now. Like, Clone Wars has been pretty satisfying, but I think they've done the minimum content for... Like, I'm satisfied on Clone Wars content. I couldn't ask for more. Except maybe, Umbara. Umbara would be cool. But to get me excited for Episode 9... the way Battlefront 2 got me excited for Episode 8 with the Crate DLC, I would have to see whatever original content they came up for that. You want more? More than the sequel trilogy? Or what do you mean by that exactly? At least Ahsoka, then I'll be happy about it. Yeah. So I'm guessing you're probably 21 years or younger, and that you watched the Clone Wars as a kid. I don't know your feelings on the sequel trilogy, but like, there's a lot of people. There's a big demographic that wants Clone Wars content. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm 21 as well, actually. I didn't really grow up with the Clone Wars, I would say. Wait. I was kind of a little late to the punch. Because I didn't have satellite TV growing up, so I just watched it on Netflix when it came out. Which was a couple years after it aired. So we're the same age, but I experienced the Clone Wars a little later. I don't know. I don't feel super attached to the idea of needing Ahsoka in this game, at least. Like, I love Ahsoka. She's a great character. And I can't wait to see what happens to her after the Rebels series. But I don't know. I think they have too much. DICE has too much on their plate and too few team members, too few resources to really to do Ahsoka right. You just want more heroes. Yeah, with these graphics, it's amazing. Yeah, I hope whatever Episode 9 brings, I hope there are more heroes, because they could definitely use more than just Phasma and Kylo Ren. That's 2 heroes. Like, if they're going to make capital supremacy for all eras, they're going to need at least 3 or 4 heroes for each era. So, original trilogy is already full on heroes. They're fine. They don't... Maybe they could add the Seventh Sister and whatever the hero of Jedi Fallen Order is going to be. You know, just to have 2 lightsaber characters on each side. But Clone Wars, I would love to see another hero and another villain. You know, just so they have representation, and so capital supremacy would be balanced in the sequel trilogy era. I wonder how long does it take to make a hero? Well, with their aspirations, like DICE bit off a lot when making this game. They have the highest graphical standards. They basically wanted to be able to render an entire movie in every single frame of this game, which is a very tall order, you know. They wanted to make a movie in every single frame and have all these heroes and all these mechanics going on, all these characters. They want all these AI and capital supremacy. There's a lot of technological feats that they have to conquer to make this game playable. But on top of that, to make a new hero, it has to fit within the canon that Disney respects. Which is very hard to do. They want to make everything consistent and concise. So if they wanted to add an Episode 9 character, they'd have to make sure it doesn't contradict anything that happens in Episode 9. They'd have to make sure that it's marketable within the context of Episode 9, which they won't really know till after it's received, till after people watch it. They have to make sure it fits within the mechanics of the universe that are already established. There are so many expectations associated with working in Star Wars that it's got to be rough. It is not an easy job.
The heroes that stop the mole streak.
But as far as things that I've seen in Episode 9, I love Janna. Janna, I'm just a sucker for bow and arrows. I'm a big Arrow fan. You know, Green Arrow from the DC universe. Or they're going to add more reinforcements. Yeah, there's tons of reinforcements they could add. They could have the Praetorian Guards or Knights of Ren as a reinforcement somehow. That's... I'm not sure if or where I've heard that. But yeah, reinforcements outside of the hero capacity are a whole other beast. They're a little bit easier to deal with than heroes because they have more liberty to... Oh my gosh. Han is such a good hero. They have a little more freedom when it comes to regular reinforcements as opposed to... Man, Dooku is busted. He's so good in this game. I think Dooku might be the best character in this game. But yeah. Heroes, Janna would be cool for the light side with the bow and arrow. Laser bow and arrow, whatever that is. As for villains, it's going to be hard to pin down one villain in Episode 9 until the movie comes out. I don't know. Maybe we'll see different... there's going to be a trailer next Monday that could reveal some stuff. But, like, the Knights of Ren, there's 7 of them. They're not going to add 7 new villains to this game. That's for sure. And they're not going to make all the different Knights of Ren just a different skin for each other, because they all have very unique personalities and attributes and skills. So I really have no idea. Yeah, there's a trailer coming on Monday. It's premiering with Monday Night Football. That's kind of been their tradition. The full trailer premieres on Monday Night Football. They actually play it at the stadium where they have the game, which I think would be a bad experience because not most of those people care about Star Wars. They're going to show Night of Endor. Content. Oh, right, because that's going to be the next update. No, they're not going to have a trailer for Battlefront. It's a trailer for Episode 9 content only. It's just the movie. The game, I'm not sure what exactly or when exactly they're going to release or announce that content. Yeah, but no, Episode 9 trailer, which is going to show more probably about the story. That's happening this Monday, which is crazy. I'm so psyched. Seriously, Dooku, with his ability, he can just wait out Anakin, and then as soon as he runs out of stamina, he attacks so fast with Duelist. And if he has his equivalent of the Mind Trick, that's activated, like, any light side hero in a 1v1 is fucked against Dooku. Like, Clone Commando was great feature. General Grievous guards? Yo. Okay. That might be one of my favorite things about the Battlefront 2, classic Battlefront 2 mod, is the Magna Guards. I love playing as the Magna Guards. Especially on Bespin for some reason. There's just so many cool trick shots you can do. I made a video, I don't know if I still have it, but I was as a Magna Guard on Bespin. I would like try to jump off the tallest tower and hit some clone way off in the distance with my aerial attack. It was so much fun doing that. Magna Guards are, like, with the staff, with Darth Maul's moveset, are like really fun to play as. But they would be a cool reinforcement for the Separatists. Let's see, what other clone era or clone faction hero, or not hero, sorry, reinforcement do you think could match the Magna Guard? Because they've already done ARC Troopers and Clone Commandos. I'm not sure there's much else they could do. Yeah. Original trilogy into Capital Supremacy. I know that's something that the developers have said they wanted to do, but it's a lot easier said than done, right? Oh no, he's got that ability, I forgot. Oof. Yeah, I think, I know they want to bring original trilogy into Capital Supremacy, and they might in November? I think November would be the last month. Yeah, because December is going to be all about sequel trilogy.
And to think you were a Jedi. Such transparent.
Sorry, I gotta focus right now. This is intense as hell. Yo, let's fucking go! Clone Commando can beat them, or at least bring a balance. Yeah, clone commandos are pretty good, but I think if they're going to introduce a new separatist hero or separatist enforcement, they would have to introduce a new clone reinforcement. I just don't know exactly what they do. Maybe the Republic Guards, the blue armored Republic Guards you see in I think season 2 of the Clone Wars. Yeah, yeah. Okay, there we go. There's an answer. Yeah, Republic Guards and Magna Guards. Yeah, because Republic Guards, I think they have staffs, so they could have some interesting melee abilities to match the Magna Guards. That would actually be very cool to see. There we go. Maybe we should work for DICE, me and you, huh? These are some good-ass ideas. Oh, they only have 3. I always feel bad playing against a team that only has 3 heroes. Or 3 players. It's like, well, we're winning, but did we really deserve it? Did we earn it? Yeah, we should. I say that, but I know I have a lot of respect for DICE and the developers, and I know it's a lot harder of a job than the fans give them credit for. Let's let them duel it out. I'm just gonna watch.
I've been looking forward to this.
Make our own Star Wars Battlefront. Oh man, I am not qualified. I'm just an idea guy. I'm a writer. I love writing. But man, I do not know anything about game development. I know some about game design and general philosophical approaches to games because I am a competitive Super Smash Bros. Melee player. But as far as like the logistics of actually designing a game, that would be way in over my head. You're the guy who will test the game. There we go. We need people like that. Just to play video games for a living. Maybe I could do that too. I don't know. I'd probably be a pretty harsh critic. And maybe that's probably what people need, honestly. Having people tell you, oh no, your game's great, it's fun. That's not helpful at all. But people telling you exactly what's wrong with your game and its design, that can be helpful, and I'm great at that. Playing Melee competitively has ruined other games for me. I compare everything to it. Oh no, I don't want to quit. I want to keep playing. No, yeah, I could talk about Melee a lot. As far as like competitive value goes, like how this game improved. Yeah, Battlefront 2 has improved tremendously since launch. Gosh, I've watched a couple of videos recently of like the open beta or, you know, when the game was first released, and it's just the lightsaber mechanics are so bad. And gosh, we should really be much more grateful about all the effort that has been put into this game since launch, because it's changed a lot. It's like I think it's, what is it? I have it right over here. The other game that's known for No Man's Sky. There we go. No Man's Sky is known for having one of the worst launches of all time, and then becoming a great game. And I think Battlefront 2 rivals that. And what the feedback's brought to EA has brought so many great content. Yeah, EA has been very patient with the fans. I know there are a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff I've seen that's kind of ridiculous. The criticism is one thing, but some of these fans are past the point of criticism to where it becomes toxicity. And EA has put up with that and still delivered a great product. I think that is so admirable. But yeah, no, criticism is very important. So without criticism, without people who care about the quality that they're receiving, we would get garbage in the Star Wars universe. And I know we have much higher expectations than, for instance, Marvel fans do. Marvel fans as long as it happened in the comic books, nothing can be criticized. Like, if only Star Wars fans had that kind of bias, then there would be a lot less toxicity in the fan base. But if Star Wars fans were exactly like Marvel fans, then Star Wars would become this cash cow that people claim Disney is, where, oh, all they care about is money, they don't care about the fans. They're just gonna do whatever it takes to sell tickets and merchandise. That's not what Disney is at all. They respect the fans to an appropriate extent that the Marvel fans are lucky that they get to appreciate. Oof. I'm stuck. I'm trying to get around this wall so I can read this comment. True. Yeah, I know that if Disney had not bought Star Wars, that the fan base would be in a much worse place. I know we would not be getting the quantity or quality of content that we have received since 2012. It's a fact. Lucasfilm was a terrible, power-hungry corporation that cared about money more than content, more than quality. And that's what people are saying Disney is? Maybe. There's a theory there, but it's unsubstantiated. No evidence were really proved that Disney is any worse than Lucasfilm was on its own. Like, George Lucas became the very thing he swore to destroy. When he made the original trilogy, he was all against large corporations and monetary priority over philosophical depth in his films. But when he made the prequel trilogy, he betrayed that. And prequel trilogy fans ignore that because it's what they grew up with, which is understandable, but it's a weak argument. I can't believe that Phasma killed me. There's so much to expand on each hero, or at least some. You mean story-wise? Yeah, story-wise. Oh yeah. They've created so much space in between each major event that there is so much to be explored, and I love that. I love that Disney has the resources to explore what they feel needs to be explored.
There is no death, there is the Force.
And that now in 2019, that's not exclusive to original trilogy or sequel trilogy heroes. Obi-Wan is getting his own series, which is nuts. I'm so excited for that. Like, who did Darth Maul? Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. No, but Disney, in their approach to this era, I was very worried during the marketing of Episode 7 that we would never see prequel trilogy content again. But luckily that was an irrational fear. Oh no, I'm dead! Luckily that was super irrational. Because now DICE is going ham on Clone Wars content, and the comics have explored very obscure heroes even, and characters have gotten more depth. It's honestly like the promised land. Like now we're in the golden era of Star Wars where it's not just quantity of content, it's quality, and Disney has the highest standards of any production company I've ever seen. Like look at Pixar, look at their mainline films. Like Frozen, yeah, it may be a cliche, but their music is, and their story and their emotion that they show is unparalleled in the genre. Ben Kenobi, they should add. to this game, old Ben. Would you? Oh, here's a question: would you add him as a unique character?
Moisture farming?
I'm not old enough to retire yet.
That's funny. I haven't heard that voice line before. I'm not old enough to retire yet. Sorry, what was I saying? Was I talking about Frozen again? I talk about Frozen a lot. I love that shit. No, Ben Kenobi. In this game, as a different character, I think he could have potentially a unique moveset, but there are so many unique abilities already. I think it would be better suited to cover their ground with new characters rather than iterations of existing characters. It'd be cool to see a game that has, you know, Dark Side Anakin, Light Side Anakin, Darth Vader, old Kenobi, new Kenobi, old Luke, new Luke. But I don't think that's a practical approach for this game specifically, because they have such high quality graphics standards and mechanics standards. I think it would interfere with the purpose of the game and the core function of each game mode more than it would enhance it. 100 comments for this video, hell yeah. But they have to balance each side also. Yeah, so if you introduced Ben Kenobi, you would have to have a dark side hero to match. Likely an original trilogy hero. Oh my god, I got wrecked. Aiden is a great character. Honestly, a team that has... Like, I love lightsaber characters, and I wish every Heroes vs. Villains match was just 4v4 lightsabers. But honestly, the best strategy is probably to have two gun heroes and 2 lightsaber heroes. Maybe even 3 gun heroes. They're just... Wow, she really just killed herself. They're just so much better at closing out lives than lightsaber heroes. It's just so much. It's much easier to guarantee damage
Hit him hard!
with the gun hero mechanics than lightsaber heroes. Dark Vader is strong enough to beat Ben
Get a lot
Kenobi.
uglier.
Are you saying
On my way!
Dark Vader, as in like Anakin from Episode 3, or Vader from Episode 3, in the form that he fought young Ben, young Obi-Wan? Because that would be cool to see. That's something I saw recently. I don't remember where. Yes, okay. Yeah. I knew that would happen. I accidentally unplugged my my headphones. Yes, that. So young Anakin, or young Vader, suitless Vader, just with like the cloak and the yellow eyes, and with dark side abilities. Yeah, that could be unique, and not too difficult to implement. This motherfucker. You gotta kill him fast. You gotta kill Boba Fett fast, because he'll get away. He's a slippery motherfucker. Yo, I knocked him down with that. Shit, dude. Yeah, young Anakin. I would love to see, just to be able to replicate Anakin versus Obi-Wan, because that was my childhood. Along with most people that play this game, Episode 3 is probably the pinnacle of Star Wars. Hello, actually, nah. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying not to, but, because the timing of these comments is just not... It doesn't always match up with what I'm thinking or what I'm saying. Especially because I've had a couple drinks. But no, young Anakin versus Obi-Wan. What I would really like to see is a 1v1 lightsaber game mode. Shit, I'm 1v1 lightsaber game mode. So it's all lightsaber heroes, but anyone can do anyone. So you can have like Rey versus Yoda, for instance. Just like no boundaries. It's all about the mechanics of the game and the unique qualities of each hero. That would be fun to see. Maybe the way they're giving updates is fine. Seems like update each month, and after a few months they're bringing bigger updates. Yeah, it's like every 3 or 4 months there's like a big update with like a whole ass new planet or something. Oh, here we go. We're gonna sneak up on him. Oh no, we don't even need to. Anakin got him. Yeah, no, it seems like every couple of months there's a big update. Every month in between, they're just kind of trying to patch bugs and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, because this whole past year has been only Clone Wars content, other than the Leia skin. One random ass Leia skin in the middle of the Clone Wars year, which I love. I love Leia, and I love that she got her New Hope skin. I think this game mode actually might be the best for just talking and chilling. So I'm gonna keep playing it because it requires less aim and skill and stuff. At least we're getting farm Luke Skywalker. Yeah. Original trilogy content is important. Or sorry, not just original trilogy content, but A New Hope content. I've really been beginning to garner an appreciation for A New Hope in the past 2 months alone. I've watched A New Hope 3 or 4 times, 3.5 times. There we go. Because I'm trying to show it to everyone that hasn't seen it. I showed my friend Mauricio when I traveled to California. Showed him A New Hope because he'd never seen the original trilogy, and 2 of my roommates had never seen Star Wars. And I'm doing a marathon with each of them, but they have different schedules, so I have to watch them at different times. So I've seen A New Hope with Eddie, who came in earlier and got some alcohol for me, and Michael, who's probably been asleep all night, who I'm hopefully not waking up. So I've seen A New Hope a couple of times in the last month, and it's funny. I've written this new theory that every Star Wars movie since A New Hope has been a statement about what made that movie great, or what made it Star Wars, rather than just a new sci-fi film, a sci-fi, summer pop culture flick. And it's funny, each Star Wars movie has something very unique to offer to that theory. Empire Strikes Back is by far my favorite. Because of the things that it keeps from the original, and because of the things that it improves from the original. And that's why Episode 8 is one of my favorites, is because of the things that it says about Star Wars as a whole, and about the philosophy that's overcome that supersedes every other arc within the series. And I love Episode 4, even though it's so cheesy. I'll never not love it. Revenge is your favorite. It's God. Honestly, the past month, I've never wanted to watch a film more than I've wanted to watch Revenge of the Sith again. As much as I love the original trilogy and think it's basically a perfect trilogy in structure and design, Revenge of the Sith just is a banger. Revenge of the Sith has so many good moments, and it makes me feel so much. Like I love dark tone movies for the way they ground me to reality, and Revenge of the Sith just has so much raw emotion.
Heroes winning, becoming a stereotype.
It does it better than any other movie, any other single movie. So I don't know if I would call it my favorite Star Wars movie, but it's one of my favorite movies for the emotional range it carries, and the just the value it contributes to the prequels. Like, okay, Phantom Menace structurally is kind of a mess. It's fun, but it's a mess. Attack of the Clones is basically an entire movie built to repair the Phantom Menace's damages. But Revenge of the Sith ties it all together. Like his... oh, sorry, I missed a lot of your comments. Obi-Wan is unstoppable. He's very smart with his moves and patient. I love his style of dueling. Yes.
Don't pull that trigger.
Obi-Wan actually is, by definition of writing alone, I've studied writing quite a bit. Obi-Wan, by definition, is more of a main character than Anakin is in the prequel trilogy because of his arc and because of his plot points. And that's why people love Obi-Wan so inherently. I don't think most people really know or understand why he's such a great character. Because his arc is very subtle, and it's not the most coherently portrayed, because it's very between the lines. And you really have to read into it to really understand Obi-Wan's depth and character. And he got the high ground. He's high ground as fuck. Obi-Wan is unique because he's not related to anyone. He's not like the chosen one. There's not this massive prophecy. He's just a good man. He's just a true hero. He has the heart of a champion, trying to do the right thing. And he's been lied to by the Jedi, just as Anakin has, but he chooses to align with the light side anyways. Isn't like he's sidekick, kind of Yoda. Oh, I have a lot to say about Yoda, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. Yoda, structurally and writing-wise, is more like a villain than he is a hero in the prequel trilogy. As wise as he is, and no matter how much damage he could have saved, if people had just obeyed him, he is the antagonist of the prequel trilogy. He is the secondary antagonist only to Sidious. He's the only kind of one that survived. Yeah, he and Obi-Wan, they kind of, Lucasfilm was kind of forced to put them in their right positions just so they fit in with the prequel trilogy. But his philosophy, if you've ever studied philosophy, it's total bullshit. It's stoicism, which has been not only disproved but proven as harmful and toxic for generations. Is really the core of his vindication. I don't know if that was a coherent sentence. Jeez, we're getting fucked up by this dark side team. No, Yoda's idea that you should let go of everything you fear to lose. Sure, it would have prevented Anakin from turning to the dark side, but it itself encouraged. Like, Anakin's a human being. And it's so important that he was introduced to the Jedi Order later in his life than most Jedi. Oh shit, I'm fucking dead. This Kylo Ren. Oh, but yeah, Kylo Ren and Grievous, I think, are in a party together because they're coordinating really well. That little booger. Yeah. Okay. Yoda, like he does say some wise things. He has some wise nuggets, and even the things that I hate that he says in the prequel trilogy can be useful in some situations. But you can't. Okay, this honestly, you kind of have to understand where I come from personally. So I grew up a member of the Mormon Church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and their philosophy is very similar to the Jedi, in that you should be above all temptations of the flesh. They do encourage love and companionship, unlike the Jedi. So I think the Jedi are a more severe example than the Mormon Church. I just want to be able to fly him with and crush. Yeah, hell yeah. But no, the Yoda, what he tells Luke in Episode 5. Shit, that's not gonna work against Grievous, you dumbass. What Yoda tells Luke to let go of his friends and let them suffer because it's the Jedi way or whatever, that's total bullshit. It's been bullshit from the beginning of Yoda's arc, of Yoda's characterization. But he says too many wise things for people to really acknowledge that. But in the prequel trilogy, the way he runs the Jedi Order, indoctrinating children before they even have the capacity to choose, is something I experienced in the Mormon Church and took a lot of pain and anxiety and depression to overcome. Because I was indoctrinated a very similar way to as the Jedi were. So I had no choice. I had to go to church. I had to obey the standards. I had to follow all the rules that were not based in philosophical truth, but were based in hubris and, quite honestly, bullshit. Like, the Jedi Order is very similar to that, and it's painful, and it's taken a long time for me to overcome. And it's something that if you expect a little boy like Anakin, the age of 9, after spending all that time really feeling and experiencing life as dark and grim as it was as a slave, to tell someone to just reject all his feelings and to let go of everything he feared to lose and let go of his attachment to his mother, it's too much for any rational being to handle. God, I'm getting emotional. Wait. You can have a one-on-one duel? Is that an option? Is it hard? That's something I've heard recently. That's going to come into update next week, as far as I know. Hero duels, not this game mode, but the other hero game mode. What they've changed is usually they would have required 4 players in the lobby to start the game, but the only change they've made is that they're only going to have 1 player on each team in the lobby to start. So that's the only change they've made. It's not going to say that hero duels are a thing now, or is its own game mode. But if you want to partake in hero duels, that game mode is going to be your go-to. Which is honestly going to be great for me, because that's what I care about most. As a melee player, like I was talking about earlier, and what makes this game interesting... Oh shoot, I don't know what hit me. Oh, it was Luke. Yeah. That game was going to be awesome. Doing 1v1 hero duels, it's going to be basically a fighting game. It's going to be like Tekken, or Smash Bros, or Street Fighter, but with Star Wars characters, which is my dream. Oh no, that sounds fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Do you have a PS4? If you have a PS4, I wouldn't mind lobbying up and playing some games, because I love this game, but it is 100 times more fun when you're playing with other people that you can communicate with. They should bring the mode into offline. Yeah. I'm not much of an offline player for this game, but I know there's a huge fan base for it. Shit, where am I going? I think I'm lost.
Selfish with their knowledge.
See what Dooku's saying? The Jedi are selfish with their knowledge of the Force. It is 100% truth. But I play Star Wars on Xbox. Ah, damn. Yeah. Yeah, I just have it on PS4. I might get whatever the next generation of Xbox is. I might get that just because I've always loved Halo. And I've always wanted an excuse to play Halo. For some reason, I felt compelled to buy a PlayStation for this generation of consoles. I'm not sure exactly why I felt that, but it ended up well because it was a bonding experience for me and my roommate playing this game. As far as the next generation of consoles go, I might buy an Xbox actually.
Such hubris, even for a Jedi.
Yeah, Halo is fun. Halo, I don't know what it is about the mechanics. They're just so honest. It's just what you see is what happens in the game. Oh shit, Maul, kill him. Oh no, he's dead. Okay. Yeah, I love the vehicles in Halo. And Halo has a scale that matches Star Wars almost. In the campaign, you see a lot of, large-scale battles with a lot of spaceships and a lot of ground units and stuff like that. So I think that's why I really liked why Halo was so appealing to me as a kid. I never owned it. Growing up in my Mormon family, my parents were very against rated M video games, so I couldn't play them in my house, or couldn't own them, but I'd play them at my friends' houses and stuff. So I loved Halo because it was similar to Star Wars in some ways, but honestly a lot higher quality in design than the games that I owned. These aliens with swords are intense and scary. It's different, like fighting aliens. Yeah, the design of the campaign, aliens, it can be pretty intense. Oh no! Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Oh no, someone save me! Kylo, my hero!
A wealth of victims for lack of Calrissian.
Yo, that got him? Hell yeah. Oh, he's so close to being dead. Oh no! Rey's mind trick is broken. I just shoot everything I see. I'm like Terminator. RPG the alien, to shoot everywhere. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, there are some cool moments. Oh my god. I had absolutely no chance. That was the worst spawn point actually possible. I spawned right in front of a full-ass enemy team. Lando's shock ability just ruined me. Everyone's running away. Okay, well at least we're regrouped here, kind of. Yo, Rey's by yourself? Get out of here, Rey. What are you doing? Oh no, oh, mind trick messed me up. Help me, Kylo. Oh no, she killed him too. Oh, this team is too good. Oh, now there's the rest of them. Shoot. And sometimes the spawn pointer is bad. Spawn point is bad. Yeah, I think that's really the biggest problem with HVV now. I'm so glad they got rid of the targeting system. That was honestly much worse. But I definitely do think there are improvements that could be made to the spawn system. Because, I don't know, like, as soon as one team gets a lead, the other team spawns, like, completely on opposite sides of them. Alright, I'm going down there. Oh, fuck, that was a mistake. I'm just trying to draw him away. No. Not fast enough. Jeez, they're destroying us. Maybe it'll be improved kind of with the lightsaber patch and fixes next week. What lightsaber fixes are they having next week? I haven't, I'm in midterms right now for graduate school, so I've been kind of busy. So I haven't had enough time to really pay attention to what DICE is doing. Well, what lightsaber mechanics are they changing? I know they're making a couple of nerfs. They're nerfing Vader, and I think they're nerfing the Republic Commando. I don't know what exactly is broken about him, but I know he's getting nerfed. What's your major? I'm in sports management at University of Texas. It's been super fun. I love my grad school right now. I've been a University of Texas fan, a Longhorn fan my whole life, and a sports fan my whole life. Right now, I'm just living the dream. Yeah, thanks. Turf. Yeah, turf. I'm not sure what that message means. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. I've enjoyed it. I really hope that this is just my first semester of grad school, so I'm not super acclimated to it. I'm not sure that these classes are going as ham as they can be, so I hope it doesn't get like way more busy next semester. Business accounting. New Jersey. Oh, sweet. New Jersey. I've never been over there. I'd love to travel to the East Coast sometime, though. Business is interesting, though. My undergraduate degree was business psychology. So I'm interested in business for sure. Almost done. In spring semester. Sweet. Yeah, business is there's a lot of theory that you can apply to everything you do in business. So I've always loved learning about business. I knew I wanted to do psychology since I was like 12 years old. Mostly because it was what my older brother was doing. He's 8 years older than me, and I don't know, I just kind of mimicked everything he did when I was that young. But I always loved psychology, and I knew that it would be applicable for whatever I ended up really wanting to do. So I chose psychology in my undergraduate, and then there was an emphasis within it, which was business psychology. I was like, okay, perfect. I love business. I love psychology. It's the perfect marriage of the two. And then I garnered a love for the professional aspect of sports in my sports psychology class. I just love my professor, and like, it's a chill ass environment. Everyone that works, maybe not everyone, but everyone that I've worked with in sports, they have a real passion for what they do that you don't see in most businesses. Oh no! Ah, fuck. New Jersey is great. Yeah, it's close to, I don't know what exactly there is in New York, or in New Jersey, but New Jersey is close to New York, and New York is supposedly a really fun city. Always wanted to go there. I really appreciate architecture, and I just want to see those buildings. You know, they're just massive. The scale of the city, and the fact that this history runs so deep is just so impressive. There's Anakin over there. Oh boy, this might be a really good duel, actually. Oh no, I messed up. I shouldn't have dodged there. I should have just attacked him. Hell yeah, baby. Let's fucking go. Philly is fun. Yeah. Okay, I've been watching The Office again. This is probably my 13th or 14th watch through of The Office, but I'm in season 9 now. So that's when Jim goes to Philly. Jim and Daryl have their sports management or sports marketing job in Philly. So I've been thinking about Philly a lot. And Philly would be a great city for me to visit. I'm a huge Rocky fan too, so it's there's a lot of sites where they actually filmed Rocky there that I want to go to. Yes, I am a sports fan. I want to get into all sports. My goal is to be completely unbiased and to just have an appreciation for every competitive facet out there. But my main love for sports has always been in college football, specifically the Texas Longhorns, because that was something that united my family. You know, it's a very powerful storyline. Something that unites your family. It's very personal, very intimate. The Texas Longhorns have always done that for me. So it's kind of amazing that I ended up at my dream school and get fucked on. Oh, nice. Yeah, watch basketball. I do watch basketball whenever it's on. I never have anything against it. But the only team I'm really partial for is the Rockets, because I'm from Houston. Tom Brady. Tom Brady is one of the best players that ever live, so I appreciate him. I don't really mind his personality. I don't see what all the hate is. I think people are just jealous that their team is not as good as the Patriots.
Surrender.
But no, basketball, I think basketball is actually, statistics-wise, the best sport. Because of how many scores there are in a game, you're much more likely to get an honest representation of the true skill of the team. So I wish the football field was shorter so they would score more. I wish it was easier to score touchdowns, and I wish, well, I believe that because the NFL, the higher level you get in football, the less you score. I think that's an indication that football is an imperfect sport. Whereas basketball, the higher level you get, the more you score. I think that's what indicates a great design in sports. Yeah, Jones, he's gonna win again. Maybe, we'll see. It's still early on in the season, so we'll see. I don't know. Let's see how my Houston Texans are doing. Deshaun Watson is doing some good shit at quarterback, I guess. Finally, after he's worked through his injury. Are you a Patriots fan? That's kind of what it sounds like. Clippers and Lakers. I am not partial to either. Yeah, no, I guess that's all I have to say about that. I'm not the biggest NBA fan. I just follow my local Houston teams, you know? Oh man, where's my team? Oh shoot, I shouldn't have jumped in there like that. And Dooku's lightning ability is actually garbage. It has terrible range. Where's Grievous right here? Oh, there's Han right here? Shit. Yeah, dude, look at how hard it is to actually hit Dooku's lightning ability. Like, they have to basically be in regular standstill for it to make contact. I'm not super into football, and I know the general idea and kind of all the social media. Okay. Yeah, NFL, I've never been super interested in. What really interests me in college football is the storylines, because that is the heart of all visual storytelling. Like, not just visual. All storytelling is about the hero's journey. Why did I... Oh my god, I'm so bad. God, I deserve to die there. You'd be a Giants fan, but they're not too good. Nah, dude. Be a Giants fan, even if they're not good. Are you from New York or New Jersey? I know you go to school in Jersey, but
After our attack, Tom said mindful of
saying you would be a Giants fan makes me think that you might be from New York.
Remaining obstacles to ultimate
New Jersey,
victory.
okay.
3.
Well, I guess that is still the closest proximate football franchise. I forgot what I was saying about sports in general. But I don't know. I love college football. The Texas Longhorns have such a unique storyline because they're one of the best programs in terms of win percentage, but they have so few national championships that each one is very rare but very, very well earned.
Now, Count, you know my position, except that.
And the next one is going to be the most special experience for me, especially after graduating with a degree from Texas. I can't wait for that day, and it's going to happen soon. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but it's going to happen under Tom Herman's reign as head coach. I think he's the one to do it for us. College football, they score a lot more, so you see a lot more action. There's a lot more highlights than NFL, and it's a lot more personal because everyone who has a real, true fan experience has some very personal connection to whatever they're a fan of. Whereas most NFL fans are just fans because that's where they live. You know, like I'm a Houston fan, Houston Rockets fan, Houston Astros fan, Houston Texans fan, which I'm proud of, but like it really is only because I'm from Houston. But with the Texas Longhorns, it's because that's my family connection. Every Thanksgiving we would watch the rivalry game, and we just it means so much more than just football. It means so much more than just the university itself. It means family, and it means love and perseverance through adversity. It's been a very powerful experience for me. You're on the team. Oh shit! Your football team for your university? That's sick as hell. What university do you go to? I don't really know a whole lot of people from New Jersey, so we probably just don't have a whole lot of connections there. NK? JK. Illinois. Oh, okay. JK. Okay. You're not on the football team at New Jersey. That's alright. Not everyone has to be an athlete. I am definitely not an athlete.
Have we seen such an all-star cast of great heroes and vile villains joined together in this, the universe's ultimate showdown?
Oh no, Vader's already all the way over here. Yoda, how did you already almost die? How did I die so fast? You joined the basketball team. Sick, dude. Are you tall? The thing is about regular sports, there's kind of a barrier to like physical ability. Like you have to be, to some extent, to compete on that high level, you have to be basically born to do it.
Stay low.
Which is something I love about esports, is there is no barrier to entry, really. Unless you're dumb as shit. Then you might not be able to succeed in esports. But most people have the bare minimum intelligence to perform in esports. You play for fun, sick. Alright. 5'6", play for fun. Alright, yeah, I'm not super tall either. But I do enjoy playing basketball with my brother.
The raging rant is on a
Yeah, I had the funnest time at the YMCA with my older brother the other week, actually. Which I was surprised, because, like, I usually, like, get frustrated when I'm incompetent at something because of my, my high competitive standards as a melee player. I thought I wouldn't really be able to enjoy playing basketball, but you know, it's just with my brother, we're just having fun. Met up with a couple strangers that are definitely way better than us. You know, two short white boys. Three-pointer, hell, oh, shooting guard, sick, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of technical skill involved with basketball that you don't really need to be tall for, necessarily. Yeah, basketball is a great sport. I think statistically, basketball really is the best sport, and that's why I want to get into it more as a spectator. Is because I've never really never really gotten into the community, other than maybe watching the Rockets game with my friend Trent or shit. I have 0 kills, really? Man, I'm doing real bad. But yeah, no, I definitely want to get into NBA, and I don't know. I bought the student ticket at University of Texas. I know University of Texas isn't like amazing at basketball, but they compete. They're in the Big 12, a Power 5 conference, so they play good teams, and they play SEC teams, and sometimes they get good at they do well in March Madness. So I'm excited to go to basketball games at UT. Boxing. Ooh-wee. I could talk a lot about boxing because I'm a huge Rocky fan. I love the Rocky series. I haven't watched a lot of professional boxing unless it's just on at the bar or whatever.
I can't let you win.
But no, I definitely appreciate the value of boxing. It truly is the most primal sports experience, and there's a lot of value in that. It's I love that it's individualistic. Because coming from Melee, a 1v1 fighting game, it's very similar to that. You started practicing with a friend at the gym. Sick. Yeah, watching boxing is one thing, but doing boxing is definitely a whole other thing. Oh shit, this Maul's gonna try to... He's gonna try to push me off the edge, help! Oh no, I meant to dash away that way. Throw lunch bags. I think you mean throw punch bags, hopefully. Don't throw your lunch bags, dude. Punching bags. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it'd be it's a great way to stay in shape. It is a great workout. And it's got a lot of competitive value too. My only real boxing experience, I guess, me and my friend Michael, the same friend that I would play Star Wars Battlefront, the classic Battlefront 2 with every summer. We played so many video games together that we would often get very frustrated with each other and kind of fed up. So we just needed to release our pent-up aggression every once in a while. And one time we just decided to box the shit out of each other. You got an exam tomorrow? Oh shoot, dude, you might need to get some sleep. Is it later in New Jersey than it is in Texas? Oh fuck, dude, it's like 4 in the morning where you're at. Oh shit. It's easy? Alright, that's good.
Who is that?
I just took my first graduate school exam today.
The dark side doesn't rule you.
And it was very different than undergraduate exams. And I liked it a lot more. It's much more what I'm suited for. It's 3 here. Okay. So just an hour later. Class at 12. Okay. Yeah, so you got some time to sleep. Go to bed whenever you need to, dude. And don't let me hold you up, but it has been fun talking to you. Man, we are getting absolutely destroyed on this HVV team. Exam is at 3:30. Alright. Yeah, if you want to stay and hang out a little bit more, feel free. I might do this every once in a while. The reason I haven't been streaming much recently is because my it stopped showing. I'm only streaming through PlayStation Share, which is kind of a shitty system because it's not showing up on subscriber feeds. It's only showing up on really, the really generic algorithms, which is very rare. I think it only showed up for you today probably because I haven't streamed in a while. So I want to figure it out so where I can have it show up on my subscribers, because I have, a dozen or so subscribers that I really enjoyed talking to. It wasn't happening for a while. Like, I kept streaming and no one would come because it just wouldn't show up on the subscriber feed, so I stopped for a while. But I might do it every now and a while. I did it tonight just because I was kind of tipsy and just wanted to talk, just rant a little bit. And I appreciate your ability to listen to my incoherent ramblings. I think there actually is another viewer as well right now. It says that we have 3 viewers. I know I count as 1, you count as 1, but there must be someone else that's watching at least. They might be listening as well, I'm not sure. But man, I like this game. I love Star Wars, and I want to talk about Star Wars all the time. And my roommates, I'm just showing them Star Wars for the first time, so they don't really understand it on the depth that I do and other fans do. I'm your favorite YouTuber already? Oh, I appreciate that, man. I hope I am having a positive impact. Because I don't know, I really believe that a fan should really try to appreciate all aspects of its fandom, rather than just what they grew up with or what they're biased to believe. How many roommates I got? I have 3 other roommates. And I'm not living on campus. These roommates I met through a Facebook group for Smash Bros. Players. It was honestly super random, and honestly very lucky that they were looking for roommates as well. Because, I don't know, we play Melee all the time, and it's super fun. You have friends with dorms in a house on campus? Dude, a house would be fun. House would be super fun. I love yard work. And all the responsibility that comes with the house. I don't know what it is about the way I was raised that makes me love yard work, but it's just so relaxing to me, and I wouldn't mind doing that with roommates. It's so lit. Sweet. Yeah, having that privacy and that sense of ownership, I feel like it's something that most college kids don't really experience. Speakers, video games, peeing. Nice. So yeah, you live with gamers too. It's nice to have roommates that share similar interests, because then you can split the cost of having decent internet, or you can communicate with each other on a similar level and relate in a way that most roommates can't. So many roommates are just like total foreign strangers to each other, and that's such a difficult experience to really enjoy, like Call of Duty and Fortnite. All right, yeah. Oh, I love COD. My second introduction to esports, I would say, is Black Ops 3. Second to Melee. My first set of roommates in my undergraduate degree all played Black Ops 3. We had 4 Xboxes in our apartment, and we would have some of us do split screen. But we'd have a full team of 6 on Black Ops 3, and we had one player that was just really good. He was ranked. He had won a couple $1,000s from tournaments and stuff. It's like, he was pretty good. But the 6 of us all together on the same team would fucking destroy. And it was such a fun experience. Like, those are memories that I wouldn't trade for anything. Even though most of them were random, I only knew one of them. Like, it was so great. So, like, gaming is really a communal experience that I super appreciate, and I'm glad that you're having a good time with your roommates. Because most of my, if I had roomed with someone from my grad school, is sports management, so most of them come from athletic backgrounds, and I don't have a lot to relate there. We have one player that is currently on the Texas football team. He actually caught a touchdown pass last week. Super sick. John Burt. Yeah, he's a cool dude. And then we have like one of the football coaches, the tight end coach is on our grad program. And then we have a guy that used to be on our team. He actually played for the Saints. I think he was an O-lineman for the Saints. But he got injured and came back to grad school. So like, we had a ton of people in our program that are just like really good athletes, and I have very little in common with them. So the fact that I had this Melee community to fall back on and find roommates with has been a saving grace for me, because it's just been the best time. It's a good way of enjoying and taking a break from schoolwork, stress relief. Oh, for sure. I try to get most of my reading and homework done when I'm on campus. I live 15 minutes away from campus. So when I come back, I can just hang out with my roommates and not have to worry about it. And it is very great stress relief. I would recommend it to anyone, to room with someone who has common interests and common values like that. And the Melee community is also really unique because of the grassroots origins. So Melee came out in 2001. It's an 18-year-old game. Gonna turn 18 in November. And there's still a major community for it. Even in minor cities, in Rexburg, Idaho, there was still a community for it, where I did my undergraduate degree. Which is absolutely nuts. And the reason why this community exists is because the older generation appreciated it, not because it was Smash Bros, not because it was the new Nintendo thing, but because it had very unique mechanics. It had a very unique history as an esport. As one of the first esports that still withstands the modern era. In fact, here, let me recommend something to you. There's a documentary on YouTube. If you just search up The Smash Brothers, it's a 4-hour documentary split up into several parts. So if you're not interested after the first part or whatever, you can feel free to quit or whatnot. But it's a very professional, very well done, and very heartfelt documentary about the origins of this community, that explains a lot about the human spirit and a lot about esports and competition and what it really means to value something and to really care about anything. It's more than just a game. It's a community, and it's a family. So yeah, I would recommend that to you. Just search up the Smash Brothers documentary, and you'll find it pretty quickly. And the producer of that documentary is making a sequel to it that should be releasing on Netflix within the near future. Which I'm not sure exactly what near future means, because near future was technically supposed to mean like a year ago, but I'm guessing it's going to come within the next year. But it's very high quality. If you like documentaries and any sort, and you value esports and competitive gaming, Melee has a major role in the history of gaming that is very well appreciated through this documentary. I figured out how to kind of master it with heroes. You have to be constantly moving and using abilities. Block at the right time, you have to be quick. Yeah, that's something I am not doing well when I am drunk. Abilities are a major factor. And also the team dynamics. Like, there's no way to win a 1v... Like, you should not be able to win a 1v2 as a hero. They were designed to counteract that nature in DICE's Battlefront 1. You had shots? Yes, I've taken 5 or 6 shots at this point. But in Battlefront 1, the heroes could basically wipe out an entire squad of 5 or 6 players in Battlefront 2015. So they wanted to counteract that in the design of this game by relying on the squad system and the overall design makes it so, you know, you should never go in alone with a hero. You should always have at least one other hero with you. See, like it's impossible if they're all grouped together. Your tolerance, mine is okay. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of new to drinking. I'd never drank alcohol in my undergraduate day because I would have gotten kicked out of school before. I would have gotten kicked out of school for having alcohol. So I had like 1 beer on a vacation during my undergraduate year, but I'd never really gotten drunk until my last semester, and it was just with a friend. So and that was pretty recently as well. So I'm not really sure what my limits are. I haven't really tested them. I think my tolerance is maybe slightly above average because my roommates get drunk a lot easier than I do. But I don't know. We'll have to test those limits a little bit more. I've been pretty cautious about it because I don't want it to interfere with my schoolwork or with my life habits. But if you ever want to play, just play Battlefront and drink, even if it's over LAN or not LAN, but over the internet, drinking buddies, it's always fun. So yeah, I'm down for something like that. I'm done drinking for tonight because I do have a group meeting tomorrow morning at 9. So in 7 hours. Shit, that means I gotta wake up in 6 hours. Fuck. Yeah, I might have to quit out pretty soon. But I don't want to be hungover. I just hate that feeling. It feels like I have to waste the entire day just recovering. Yeah, don't let it. Yeah, I think I have pretty good self-control. I very rarely let things get out of hand. I've always drank in the most in pretty safe circumstances where I'm surrounded by the roommates who know what they're doing, or I'm just contained at home where I'm not gonna do anything stupid or have any confrontations with people that I'm not prepared for.
Jedi are selfish with their knowledge of the Force. You will find the dark side far more generous.
But Obi-Wan drinks, dude. Obi-Wan, the perfect Jedi. You go to freights. I'm not sure what you mean by that. You go to freights. Oh, Rey's almost gone. Oh, but her mind trick is so strong. Okay, if you get mind tricked by Rey and Obi-Wan, you are just done. Oh shit, dude. Obi-Wan's... Oh wait, I'm still alive. I can live. I can live. Oh no, let me jump. Let me jump. Oh no. Frat house. Oh no, I'm not in a fraternity. I went to one frat party. Shit, I didn't mean to waste that ability right there. I went to one frat party before a Texas football game, so I could see my friend Emily from high school. And I'm not sure it was really my scene.
Never turn your back to the Jedi.
Hell yeah. Get wrecked, Obi-Wan. He does not have the high ground at all. He ran away to the low ground. Like a little bish. Get wrecked, Anakin. Oh no, I'm gonna get wrecked. Wait, dang it. If Obi-Wan hadn't force-tricked me, I might have been able to get out of that. Oh, I probably could have gotten... I still would have been able to block that force pull, but... probably would have gotten killed by Obi-Wan. I think one of my problems with this game, and one reason why I don't enjoy it as much as I want to, or why I don't enjoy Heroes vs. Villains as much as I want to, is because I keep comparing it to Melee. It's really not a fighting game. This is a first-person shooter that just happens to have lightsabers. Oh my gosh. Oh man, they're too good. That Lando was good. That Anakin was good. Obi-Wan keeps hitting me with push. Honestly, Obi-Wan is not great for Heroes vs. Villains, but this Obi-Wan is doing a fine job contributing to his team's performance. Look at that.
No time for pleasantries.
See, look, if Rey and Obi-Wan had both used their ability, like, I couldn't have done anything in that scenario. I'm just a completely useless character. There we go. We got Rey. Oh no, I'm out of stamina. Oh no! Okay, I know Anakin is not like the best hero anymore, but I still think his fourth ability is completely pointless. You gotta block. Yeah, I was nearly out of stamina. If I had blocked it, it might have worked for a little bit. I'm not sure how long it would have worked for. Yeah, I know it is much easier to block Anakin's abilities now. Some circumstances, though, it's unbeatable. So, like with Obi-Wan's thing, you can't dodge, and with Rey's, you can't move or turn or use your abilities.
Good exercise.
Both of them combined is just too much to have on one team. I think Obi-Wan should have been designed without a mind trick. Which, I know, it's kind of like one of those unique things from A New Hope that you can't really do without. But I know they could have thought of something instead. How many classes you got tomorrow? So for grad school, I actually only have one class a day for 3 hours, only on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So tomorrow I don't have class, but I have a group meeting for a project, a pretty serious project actually. So we're actually working with the Austin FC, which I don't know if you follow Major League Soccer, but it's Austin is getting a new. Oh shit! Austin is getting a Major League Soccer team, and it's their first professional team ever for any of the major 5 sports.
3 points to triumph.
It's a huge deal, and my grad program is working with the Austin MLS. It's my marketing class, so we're conducting market research for a professional soccer team. It's so sick. It's badass, honestly. I'm so glad I had this opportunity. We're working with a professional Major League Soccer team to provide market research in the student demographic at the University of Texas. Yeah, damn, it's pretty sick. So basically, we conducted a survey. I think we got about 55 participants to respond to this survey that assessed their interest in Major League Soccer and their awareness of the Austin FC. I think I'll do one more game and then go to bed. And their basic sports consumption habits. So we were pretty on the ball. We're very caught up. I think we're ahead of the other groups in our grad program. But we still have a lot to do tomorrow. So we're meeting at 9 o'clock on campus, which means I have to leave at 8 because Austin traffic is fucked. I'll leave at 8 so I can get there maybe 8:40. Get there a little early so I can look over my notes and stuff and make sure I'm totally prepared. And then we just got to put all our information together because we already did the research. We already wrote most of our stuff. We already fulfilled most of the requirements. It just has to look nice. So tomorrow it's mostly the visual aspects that we're cleaning up. How far is the campus? It's with zero traffic, it would be about a 17-minute drive from where I live. But at 8 o'clock in the morning, everyone's trying to go downtown because everyone works downtown, and it's actually a 40-minute drive, but it gets worse because my parking pass, I bought the cheapest parking pass I could find, and it's only for certain parking lots, and it's always the one that's closest to our classes is always full by 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the morning, it's full. It's nuts. So I have to park by the baseball stadium, which is about a 15-minute walk from campus. But luckily there's a bus that takes me from where I park to where I have my classes. So in total it's probably about a 50-minute trip. 40 minutes to drive there, 10 minutes to actually get to my class. So I gotta leave by like 8. Shit, actually I have to wake up a little sooner because I gotta brush my teeth and all that, eat breakfast and shit. I don't fuck with skipping breakfast, dude. I always eat my breakfast. It really makes a huge difference for me, eating or not eating.
The battle's barely underway, and already a villain has fallen.
Not bad. I don't know. It feels kind of bad. Is it worse in New Jersey though? I feel like traffic is pretty bad there. I don't know. If there's something to do on the way, it's not the worst thing, if you have something to listen to or whatever. It is the most important meal of the day. Like, by far, I can easily skip lunch or dinner. Maybe not both, but one of the two I can easily skip. But if I skip breakfast, I'm just so off.
Your leaders are corrupt.
If you take the local road, it's kind of bad. Yeah, and then like toll roads are just nuts because there's like basically one company has a monopoly on the roads over there as far as I understand it. The entire East Coast. Shit, I should not try to 1v1 this Boba because he's just taking too much damage. Around night, yeah, rush hour. And everyone's job starts. And Boba got me. started taking the highway to campus.
Break the death sticks.
Yeah, it might be worth it. You might actually save money because gas is so expensive over there. If you pay for the toll roads, then you know it might actually be worth it. 10 minutes to get to campus. Oh shit! Yeah, that's great. Yeah, dude, I'd take that any day. Oh man, why did I jump in there? I should not jump in there like that. Get out, Luke, get out! They're following me. Oh no! Get back to the team. Your time of class is good. Yeah, nice. It's nice having it in the afternoon.
I was trained by Obi-Wan and Yoda. They could not stop me.
Oh fuck. I'm frozen. Shit, we're actually tied. Oh man, I have 0 kills. I'm so embarrassed. Who am I playing as? I'm playing as Luke. Do we have a Ray already? Yeah, we do. Okay, we're all lightsaber heroes. If this life doesn't go well, if I don't get a kill here, I'm gonna switch to Lando, because you need at least one to compete with a team that's competent in this game. Mostly 9 inches when traffic is bad. Yep, makes sense. But if you can miss that, your class is at 12, you said? Yeah, that's that should leave enough time for traffic to clear out, right? So you don't have to deal with the normal thing. Oh, Vader's almost dead. Oh, but he uses ability, so he got extra health. Hell yeah, get wrecked, son. Wednesday and Friday you have 10 o'clock. Okay, that's a bit earlier. So maybe, yeah, traffic might be kind of bad. Trying to get there at 10. But not as bad as, like, I don't know, if you have a 9 o'clock class, right? I don't know. Never been to Jersey.
Let's keep the theatrics to a minimum. Die.
Oh no. Take the highway, which avoids the traffic. Yep. Yep, definitely worth it. Austin, really the only option is to go down I-35. If you look at Google Maps, Google Maps of Austin, Austin does not look like a real city. It just doesn't follow the same structure as most major cities in the United States. Shit, Dookie got me.
You know nothing of the Jedi. You should never have come.
The nice guys aren't finishing last.
Shit, I forgot what I was saying. Hate having morning classes. Yeah, waking up is a struggle. Get out of here, Maul. Gosh, Palpatine is so slippery. Where the hell is he? Oh man. Oh no, he's almost dead. There we go. Is the traffic bad? Yeah. Oh yeah. Traffic is bad from like, well, okay, so I-35 is like 4 lanes wide, which might be average. I don't know. I'm used to Houston highways, which are like 7 lanes wide. Still bad traffic, but Austin is only 4, and everyone's trying to get to work at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then when it gets closer to downtown, it actually splits off into 2. I-35 splits off into 2 different roads of 2 lanes each. So it's pretty packed. So the traffic is bad from about 9 o'clock in the morning till about...
Gruesomely triumphs over evil.
I'm usually never driving this late, but till about 11 o'clock is basically stop and go traffic for about 20 minutes, at least. And then from 5 o'clock to about 7 o'clock coming from downtown. So luckily, in my evening, so Tuesday I have an evening class from 5 to 8, and I avoid that. Pretty quick drive home. I usually try to get there early, like around 3 to avoid traffic. So Tuesdays I don't have to deal with that shit. Mondays and Wednesdays I drive out around 8. I leave around 8 or 8:30 to get to my 10 o'clock class. And I get there with plenty of time. So it could be worse. But I definitely spend a lot more time driving than I would like. It would be very nice to find something very productive to listen to. I'm listening to an ancient Egyptian history podcast, which I really enjoy. But it'd be nice to listen to something, I don't know, directly applicable to my life in the mornings, you know, so I know I'm making the most out of that hour that I'm stuck driving. Do I work? No, I'm not getting paid to work right now. I do fill my time though. I'm not just busy, I am being very productive this semester with, I'm working with Longhorn Gaming, which is the University of Texas's student-run esports organization. So yeah, I do spend a little bit of time doing that, and I host Melee tournaments. I hosted one tonight from about 6 to 10, and I'm hosting one tomorrow from about 6 to 10. And then I compete in a tournament on Friday from about 7 to 11 or whatever. It's usually about 4 hours for a tournament. So I spend a lot of time outside of class on Smash Bros. And developing my career there. And then I spend time with Longhorn Gaming because I work with sponsors. I'm working with acquiring financial and merchandise sponsorships for Longhorn Gaming's events. So like I work with companies like Red Bull, you know, big stuff like that to get money and things to incentivize people to come out to their LAN parties and tournaments and social events. So yeah, no, I do stay busy, but I'm not making any money right now, I guess is the short answer. But I'm very happy about my career, where it's going, and I'm very excited about the future. And I'm thinking if I stream regularly, I don't know if you're a subscriber, I'm not sure exactly how you saw this stream, but I wouldn't mind streaming like 10, 20 hours a week if I could make money off of that. Melee, yeah. Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee. That's the one that came out on the GameCube in 2001. And it is a very intricate game. Even 18 years after its release, people are still discovering new ways to approach the meta and to learn its intricacies. So I love it. There's a lot of value in it. There's not a lot of money in it right now, but there is a lot of competitive value, which, given the right business strategies, will bring monetary value. So with my degree in sports management and my experience with Longhorn Gaming throughout my career, I am going to be able to grow the Melee scene on a global level. And help promote individual players as well as associations' success in the Melee community. You look up Star Wars Battlefront live stream. Okay, you just looked up Battlefront live stream. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I know I'm not subscribed to my, or no, I am subscribed. I'm subscribed to myself on my other YouTube channels, and I couldn't see my live stream, so it's kind of frustrating that it's working this way, because my subscribers aren't going to be able to see that I'm streaming until I figure out a new way to run this thing. But that is good that there are people that are still looking for content for this game. It's a super fun game with a lot of underappreciation, and I'm very excited to see it grow. So thank you for tuning into the stream for sure. 1 million views someday. Someday. I think I'm probably more prepared than most to be a YouTuber, because I took a lot of communication classes. I actually took a theater class on voice diction, so I think I have pretty good pronunciation and stuff like that, at least when I'm not drunk. So we could see where my YouTube career would take me if I get the resources to really promote my channel and to make it really professional. A cam, what is it called? A player cam, there we go. A player cam would be great, as well as like a really nice microphone. I'm sure the audio quality isn't top notch with these. I have these old ass headphones that are actually broken physically. Like my microphone just keeps wiggling out of place. Voice is good and clear, thanks. I think I naturally have a decent voice, but that I have had to work on it a lot, because I was naturally a very timid personality. You know, as a kid, I didn't really talk a lot, didn't really socialize a lot. It really wasn't until my voice diction class that I learned to accentuate the right things in my sentences and treat every every conversation like a performance in a way. Not a dishonest kind of performance, but a very cognizant performance. So I think I've improved my communication skills greatly, and I am proud of that. Hopefully not to the extent of arrogance, but that I'm in a much more comfortable place than I used to be. Nice flow. All right, I'll take it. I actually still see a lot of YouTubers that don't have very good writing skills. I think that's probably my best attribute, is my ability to tell a story. I've studied film structure and story structure a lot, and I just see a lot of really popular YouTubers that I think are only popular just because they've been around a long time and that they've put a lot of time into their channels, but they don't really understand narrative structure or performance super well. So it really only takes a couple of elements to really be successful. So I think I could make something out of this. If not a full-time career, then at least I could promote my other interests through this channel, which I love Star Wars, and I love the Disney era, and that was the purpose of starting this channel, was, you know, promoting those values that I hold in it, and the thing, you know, sharing the things that I love and defending what I love about the sequel trilogy and the anthology films. So I think I could further that purpose even after episode 9 is complete. So we'll see. I think I want to buy a capture card so I can just stream straight from my laptop rather than from my PlayStation, because PlayStation share, it just isn't working out. It doesn't get the promotion that I think. A side thing, yeah. I have a lot of esports aspirations right now. I have a lot of involvement in the local Austin esports community. So if my streaming even just takes a backseat to that, that's fine. Even if it's only Star Wars related, even if it's only Battlefront related, I think I could still have a good time with it and bring fun, enjoyable content to people and just be able to communicate, So that's going to be my last game for tonight. I gotta drink some water and get to bed, so I'm not an absolute wreck for my group meeting tomorrow. But thank you so much for tuning in. I don't really have a set schedule for when I'm going to stream next. This was a very spur-of-the-moment kind of thing. Probably only because I was drunk. You're getting tired too. Yeah, you got stuff to do tomorrow as well. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been real. If you subscribe, I don't think it will show up in your feed. But I don't know. I'll try to do this again soon, so I can rant more. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a good night. Good luck in all your school stuff. So yeah, good night. It's been good talking to you.